Welcome back to FAB Reviews, guys. So today we're going to compare the ChatGPT5 versus the 4.1. It was recently announced and recently changed. So obviously we're looking forward to actually comparing the features. I've got the Plus subscription on both of them. One of them is actually running on a Windows app, while the second one is actually running on a browser. We have noticed that there is a change in both of them, but I'm just putting them to the test. I've got 10 things that I plan on doing, and I've taken a variety of things that is, trending amongst us, the layman, uh, not someone actually specific. So what I plan to do is actually compare things. For example, here, what we're going to do is we're going to copy and paste and actually see how an image generation works on both of these. So as you can see, that ChatGPT 4.1 was, I'm going to go with 4.1 to be given the first option, the first choice. It did start populating the information first, whilst the GPT-5 took its time. You guys will notice that I'm going to show you guys in a minute, basically, that ChatGPT 4.1 has other GPTs, while GPT-5 actually runs on just one big module that actually compares. As you can see, the GPT-5 has just one, whilst the other one doesn't. The rendering's already started, as you can see over here, with the GPT-5. So yes, we can tell the GPT-5 is much faster. I think there's a difference between how the curtains look. We will see shortly how it actually compares. Um, it does take a bit of time for GPT-5 to kick in, but when it does speed up and actually starts working. There we go. So GPT-5 has already created the image. And look at that shadow on the light. Because I did give in a command to say that I want warm light, and you can see the shadow around the chair, on the cat, and everything. And you see there's a part of the book. Well, that one's still rendering 4.1. Look at the raindrops on the window, and the lights of the building. The building shape looks quite similar, to be honest. And it's just 4.1 looks slightly off. There are rain stains on the window, but this one actually looks far more realistic. And you see the curtains, the shadow behind the lamp, and everything. I don't see much shadows. There are some shadows for the bookshelf in the corner, but not as defined and realistic when it comes to the one on the right. They both look great, to be honest. I mean, there's not much difference. I mean, the flooring looks great, the floor looks nice, and the cat's tail. This one's actually, literally like a cat. Yeah, well, gingers. But yeah, you can see that the color change of a ginger cat is also different. So it does make a difference. There's some reflection onto the window as well. You can see some blurriness on that. I mean, trying to make a reflection. This light seems to be consistent. I don't know what that light is. Probably a trajectory of the reflection. So yeah, so it's not bad and does work well. Let's move on to the next one. So the next one, we're going to try something different now, a bit more challenging, and try our best to actually go through with something more creative. Here, I'm going to try a Python script, as you guys can see, and it involves slightly, I mean, nothing tricky, but something to see what sort of approach both GPTs actually use to actually compare. Now here we'll be writing the script. Scripts are ready as you can see. So this one's actually given me a complete script on the right. GPT-5 does give me a bit more clear guidelines as to what's what and does give me a more detailed approach, while the other one, 4.1, does give me a more basic approach. It does give me the right answer, so it expects me to have some sort of understanding about Python, while this one does give me a bit more detailed approach. Yeah, not bad. Now moving on to the next one. What do we have on our next approach will be our, let's see, Okay, let's paste that. So, how do we explain quantum physics? Quantum computing to a 12-year-old? 4.1 is quick, so while GPT did think about it a little bit, meaning it tries to understand what you want. It doesn't really copy and paste the data or trying to go through the memory and actually give you the copy and pasted answer. Over here, as you can see, there's different models, so it's quite instant. Whilst GPT has just one big model, the flagship model, what they call it. So we're going with the basic, and this is under the Plus subscription. So if you look at the description, it's actually giving you a very imaginative approach, which is whilst 4.1 is getting quite texty, this one's bullet pointing it, it's making it fun and making it easier for a 12-year-old to understand. And although the meaning is the same, I mean, it's still giving the same definition. Whilst GPT-5 is actually dividing subsections to it and turning it into a tutorial that makes it easier for someone of that age to grasp the idea of what quantum computing is. That's not bad, to be honest. It is actually giving the same example. This one's giving an example of ice cream with 10 toppings, while this one is giving an example of a flipping of a coin. I do like both examples, both seem to be making sense. But yeah, again, for a 12-year-old mind, this one is better. But over here, we also have like a comic strip style story option that if you want to, whilst this one's just saying, what do you think about it or what the future will hold for these things? Okay. Moving on to the next one. What do we have is something different. Now, this time I want an article. So there's a 1,000-word article that I'll be using, and I wanted to summarize under 150 words. And let's hope both are able to work through this. I'm going to copy and paste a random article I actually found online about social media marketing and brand awareness and everything. So copy and paste that now. Go. And here we got it. Now, okay, once this is done, we will check the context of these things. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to find out to copy and paste. Got it. Here we go. Okay, that's done. Yeah, just to recap, I'm actually using 4.1 on an app, Windows app, while ChatGPT5 is actually running on the web browser because the web one will go updated first, while the app is yet to be updated. I think we'll see something might happen in the coming minutes that's going to all intertwine with each other. All right, the article is actually, this one summarized a big lump of paragraph, which I would have, if I was actually doing that right now, I would actually ask it to break it down into paragraphs while GPT-5 already understood what I wanted. And it did made it easier. So smaller chunks of paragraphs, which is easier for people to read. So that's what a summary should be. And it did cover most of the information. It's overall web managed social media enhanced it actually shapes active perception. That's good. Overall social media marketing essential for building and maintaining brand awareness. It's kind of like becoming a bit more repetitive and actually using some basic approach on the GPT 4.1, while the 5 is a bit more sharper. This one is a different approach where that's a British English. Let me fix that. Okay, traveler 2Ls. So now we're going to write a 200-word short story about a traveler, time traveler, and we're giving the same commands to both, and let's see how that turns out. So we got Dr. Lena Torres, and I like how this one starts the story. So you see Rain hammered the cobblestones as Dr. Ilara Voss actually stumbled out of the shimmering portal. Well, and it gives you a very vivid imagination. 4.1 is actually using 2250 as the year, while 5 is trying to use 2450. And this one's linking to sinking into a 19th century mug. And that one is hinting similar, 1851 London. So I think the type of bookstore has been read to. So this one's also describing the whole journey afterwards. But GPT-5 is making a more vivid image when you read the book. or we'll read the story. And again, we can see the difference, and we can clearly see that 5 is superior in the method that it's actually applying here. And these are just basic. I'm not someone who actually uses them at an advanced level. I'm not looking for those niche, skilled individuals. But I like the ending on this one. And GPT-5, sometimes the wrong century is exactly where you're meant to be. I don't know what century we're in, and where we're gonna go. I don't think we're even gonna reach this number, considering all this, all these wars that's actually going on. Now, moving into next task is actually to get some business ideas with just a $100 budget. And so let's see. Okay, so resume and LinkedIn revamp service. Yeah, but I think LinkedIn themselves actually provide it. It's a bit old school. You can tell. This is not something that a lot of people use. But maybe this is a service. Here I see that it's number 2. So it seems so like it is a common service that a lot of people use. Maybe common amongst campus and students and so on. I remember the good old days, and I used to just go around with a bunch of photocopies of your CV. It's hilarious. I like the fact that GPT-5 is actually giving you a cost analysis of it. It's actually giving us an idea as to how much it was going to cost us. Whilst I don't really see a price guide on the 4.1. Again, a more practical approach. It seems so GPT-5 does have a habit of actually cutting down the follow-up questions. So it actually kind of like tries to cover what sort of question you may ask down the line. While 4.1 kind of leaves it to your imagination that, hey, you want to refine it, then, come on board and fix this, and we'll try our best to actually help you kind of think. Next one. Let's see what we can do next. Next one we've got is brainstorming ideas, I believe. Yeah, that's one. I know I've already done this one. So next one, we've got language translation. So I was first thinking about Espanol and everything, all that stuff, but let's pick a different language. GPT does get used around the world, so why not use Arabic this time around? So we're going to pick a phrase now with Arabic, and let's see how that works out. Let me just get the prompt, and let's get that pasted. Okay. Oh, okay. Something's happening here. GPT 4.1 seemed to have crashed. Or not. What's really going on here? It seems it's still processing. As you can see, the stop button is still there. This is actually hit some sort of bottleneck effect. The thing is, when I close this app and restart it now again, it's going to take all of the data from GPT-5 because it's the same account that I'm using, and it will copy. I mean, the translation is perfectly fine. So, ايش تعمل قهوة هذا لذيذ means delicious. لازم تجربه, meaning you must experience this again. That's what it's trying to say. So this one's gone. This one's dead. Highly likely they're trying to update it. So I'm going to copy and paste it one more time and try, and it's not working at all. So it looks like I got to restart the app. So yeah, this one's gone. Yeah, clearly they're going. I mean, this is going to be replaced by tomorrow. Highly likely. Okay, I've just updated the app now, and it's highly likely taking up all of that ChatGPT5 information above. I can see it's picking up the exact same replica of this information. Oh yeah, they're updating the app. As you can see, the 4.1 is actually disappeared on top. Now this one's using a different dialect, like how you would say in a different area. It's quite similar, but as you know, Arabic spoken in different dialects. Let's try again on this one, 5.1. It's given me another dialect. Yeah. Yeah. Some are like formal, informal words and everything, slightly different of conversation. The translation is still the same, so it doesn't really make much of a difference. I should double check what GPT this is running on. So check that in a second. I mean, the translations are exactly the same. They mean the same, but it's just approach. As different as Arabic is spoken in different dialects around the world, so the app in itself actually uses a different dialect. Moving on to the next one. These are the five largest cities in the world. So according to the population. Oh well. Oh yeah. They are updating it. They are updating the information. Yeah, it's trying to mimic the information in the same way as GPT-5. So I think, yeah, GPT 4.1 is about to be erased very soon. Anyways, the information seems exactly the same, although the sources are similar but different. Yeah, 4.1 actually does use different sources, although the information is pretty much the same. While GPT-5 is kind of like giving me to the last decimal. Oh, something just happened there. Oh, there we go. It's actually trying to. I think they're doing the update. As you can see, that 4.1 actually just disappeared. So I'm going to put it back to 4.1, force it to actually use 4.1, just to give like a comparative analysis to see how good 4.1 was or how good 5 is. Now let's give it another go. Okay, now it's using the 4.1. It's giving me the answer. I think it's going to keep on updating it now because they are updating the software now. The app is actually getting updated. And let's see what's the answer if I redo it again on GPT-5. I like the fact it actually gives me the sources. Now, if I click on this, I think it's gonna repopulate. Oh, there we go. The moment I click on it, it actually repopulates the information, kind of like because the same account that I'm using. So it's taking the data from the GPT-5 prompt and the answer that I got, and basically repopulating it onto the 4.1. It just means that the app is on the verge of actually getting updated. The next one I want to do is research and fact finding. Something that a lot of students do when they're doing their coursework and stuff. I'm going to push it back. It's still 4.1, so it's just I think it's the feed, it's the information that gets updated. Oops, sorry, I had a little hiccup there. Didn't copy the prompt properly. Just copy one more time. Okay, here we go. And boom. Here we go. Okay. So now I'm asking to create a table and top 8 programming languages in 2025 with a main case use or use case. And let's see what comes up. Major company using it. Python. Yeah. Yes, Python is still king. And slightly different description and more of an understanding kind of thing. It's trying to talk to you, GPT-5, whilst 4.1 kind of like displays the information and like here is it what you were searching. It's a fancy, smart, search engine. I mean, we love it. Obviously, we've used it for a while. While GPT-5 tries to enhance that experience by actually giving a completely different view. Yeah, the references. I like the references. So this reference is actually May 2025. It's actually picking up the information from Business Insider. Well, this one is I forgot that. So like July 2025. Okay, have we got July 2025? It's actually one of 5 sources, so I've only covered one. So although I feel that the information from GPT-5 could be from slightly more reliable sources, while GPT 4.1 was picking up whatever's actually trending online. Even GPT 4.1 has actually got Business Insider. So yeah, funny. Both got different results, Anyways, next step is for me. Yeah, everybody loves this one. So we're gonna go through the guide. And I'm saying that I want a guide for YouTube or a game. They're doing the same thing again. So I think the app is actually getting updated. So I'm going to keep getting these issues. Try one more time. Yeah. Now over here, as you can see, it didn't give me a quick answer. If I want a quick answer, I can click on the quick answer, which will be pretty straightforward. But I allow it to actually use internally. As GPT-5 is like a bundle of all the GPTs previously, and this one has actually got it took like 19 seconds to actually come up with this idea, and actually went through a bit more thinking, a deeper thinking, because it wanted to actually give us a guide. And now, as you can see, that the guide is far more refined compared to 4.1. Over here, we have examples, we have the information, it's actually given us some cheat sheets, on how to use the hooks and what should be the layout. I should be using these, to be honest. All right, so we've got the subscribe options, and yeah, this is not bad. This is good. Well, it's on GPT 4.1. Let's see what we've got here. So it's given description separately. The guide is quite detailed. It's good. It's not bad. And then it's actually given a step, which is a summary of those steps. Whilst over here we've got 12 steps, and over here we've got 8 steps. And in this one we have a bit more, bit more understanding, bit more, creativity, as you can say. Anyways, well, this is a quick overview of what ChatGPT 4.1 versus 5 would have been. I mean, only if I had an early beta, I would have actually done this earlier. But yeah, I'm me, I just enjoy whatever I get. So now you will see, and let's see, I think because I reloaded the app and because the feed of the images have been changed, so the previous image automatically got replaced with this. Because again, I'm using the same account. So it's actually feeding the same information, like for like, from the APIs or whatever the connection is from the servers. So all in all, this is pretty good. This is nice, good comparison to see where we're going. Obviously, there will be some more hiccups, as Sam Altman said, but I'm looking forward to using GPT-5, and I want to test the next thing I want to test is the agent mode, and hopefully I can actually create some more tools that will automate and make my life easy. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one. Take care. Nice one. Bye bye.